Hello and welcome to this video. My name is ActiqueRS and today I want to talk about MMORPG games in general because this video game genre is the one that I grew up with and I've been playing pretty much only MMORPG games for the past 12 or so years. And it's something that I've been thinking a lot lately is that MMORPG as a genre of games is actually losing a lot of players. And people aren't just in general interested to play these grinding types of games. And there has been a slight decline in RuneScape popularity for a while. Actually, I think it's been going on a couple of years. And I'm not saying this because I wanna say that RuneScape is dying, because it's not. It's still making a $100 million in revenue a year and about $10 million in profit a year. But a decline in player count is something that is real and it's been going down. Sometimes it goes up a bit, but I think it's going down in general a little bit. And a part of it is because RuneScape is a very old game, and the other part of it is that MMORPG as a genre is actually just losing popularity. Because when you look back in time, when RuneScape used to have a lot of gold farmers, a lot of players as well, about 250k players and bots combined online at the same time. That's the time when MMORPG was really popular and a lot of people were playing World of Warcraft, a lot of people were playing also Guild Wars and some Korean titles like Lineage 2, which I was playing. And then there were games like Ion or Terra Online. But even though there was a time when MMORPG was a very popular genre and everybody was playing this genre of games, nowadays it's not that popular anymore and people want to play games where you can go straight to the fun part and you don't have to grind or do any boring repeatable tasks in order to progress your character. So I think for this reason games like Battlefield 4 or Counter-Strike Global Offensive or maybe even Minecraft is actually gaining popularity at the expense of games like World of Warcraft. And I don't blame any people for making this decision because MMORPGs aren't for everybody and the level of competitiveness in some of MMORPGs is so great that in order to be somebody and be able to win people in PvP, for example, in some games you have to play at least 16 hours a day. So if you are not able to put that kind of time into some games, for example the Lineage 2, which I was playing for a very long time, then it's not really worth it to play those games because after a couple of years of playing that game, you have pretty much earned everything that you can get in the game and you can't get the best things since you aren't the best player. And this competitiveness I feel is the reason why MMORPG is losing popularity, but also the fact that doing repeatable tasks is very boring to some people, or it could even be boring for most of the people, to be honest. And the competitiveness and also the amount of required hours for these high-end MMORPG games is the reason why I play RuneScape nowadays, because on Lineage 2 on the last server that I played, I was pretty much on the top before I stopped playing that game. We had a clan which had full attendancy for all major events, which means that our clan had 70 players out of 70 online every time there was a major event, which was every couple of days. So this level of attendancy and organization isn't really reachable by a casual playstyle. And the same types of organized no-lifer type clans are the ones that are leading every single MMORPG that there is around. And this is what pulls people away from those games, because in order to be competitive you have to put the hours into the games, and if you don't, your character doesn't really stand any chance in fighting, so why would you even play the game? And on the flip side of the coin you have games like Battlefield 4 and also Call of Duty, where you are actually in a sense at the same level with everybody since the beginning of the game, and your ability in the game isn't entirely reflected upon the time you spend on the game. I know some people that are very good with first-person shooter games and they don't play those games that much, and they definitely don't play them as much as I play RuneScape. So I think the fact that you can go straight to the fun part and there is no grinding in the games is the reason why MMORPG as a genre is losing popularity. But I don't think we should fear too much for RuneScape, and we should fear too much for the MMORPG community in general, because I think there are still enough of players to play these kinds of games. And as long as you are enjoying the journey rather than trying to reach some kind of an end point in an MMORPG game, then it's really worth all the time that you spend playing the game, as long as you remember that the game isn't the only thing you should focus your life on. And this also leads to the reason why I play RuneScape, is the fact that I enjoy the journey in general, and I enjoy my time that I spend, for example, cooking at the Lumbridge Cellar or at the Grand Exchange, and then browsing the internet for other things. And it's not like I'm putting my effort entirely into RuneScape. I would probably be sitting at my computer and doing these useless tasks even if I wasn't playing the game. So in many cases RuneScape is just there on the background, and I definitely enjoy it, and I don't feel at all that I'm wasting my time by playing the game. So even though the genre isn't as popular as it used to be and the player count of many of these MMORPGs is declining, I think it's still worth it to play the games, and I don't think we should fear too much for the games being closed. And we should also enjoy the time that we spend on the games rather than just doing it only for reaching some kind of an end goal. But if you have some comments on this video, you can leave them on the comment section, and if you liked it, you can like it as well, and if you haven't subscribed it, you can do that as well. But other than that, see you guys next time.